We're going to begin our practice by warming up the body and connecting the breath to the body. So just begin in a standing position and take 3 full breaths in and out of your nose, even on the inhalation and exhalation. Inhaling, bringing the arms all the way up over the head, folding forward, melting the heart down. Inhale, lifting into a half lift, and then jumping the feet back into your chaturanga, melting down heart first. Inhale up, cobra pose, lifting the heart to the sky, and then lifting the hips up into your first downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, pedal out the feet, opening up the backs of the legs. Coming high up onto the toes, take your eye gaze between your hands, step, hop, jump forward, and then inhale all the way back up to the sky, and exhale down back into your forward fold. We're going to repeat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, jump the feet back and chaturanga. Inhaling up to your cobra. And exhale, tuck those toes, lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Again, moving the feet however you feel you need. Coming high up onto the toes, take those eye gaze between the hands and step, hop, jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling all the way back up for our final set. And then exhale, fold forward again. Take the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, jumping back and chaturanga down. Inhale up to your cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the hips into your downward dog. Keeping the shoulders strong, fingertips spread wide. And let's bring the right leg up all the way into the sky. And then gracefully pulling the knee into the chest and placing the foot in between the hands. You're going to drop the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you melt the shoulders back, you're going to push the hips forward, getting a deep stretch in that left hip flexor. Bringing the hands back down to the mat. Taking the right hand inside the right foot, heel toe the right foot to the edge of the mat. Coming into your lizard pose. Again, pressing those hips down. If you feel comfortable, coming down onto the forearms. If not, you can stay with your hands placed on the mat. And then slowly coming back up to the hands if you're on the forearms. We're going to reach the left leg up and then swing the right arm up and over, getting a deep hip opener and quad stretch. Gently release, heel toe that foot back to the center, tuck the back toes and step back into your downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that sequence on the left side. So inhale, bring that left leg all the way up. And then draw the knee into the chest and place the foot between the hands. Taking the right knee down. Inhale, arms come up to the sky and then come into that small back bend. Pushing the hips forward as the shoulders melt back. And then bringing the hands down to the mat, heel toe the foot over to the edge of the mat, bringing the left hand inside the left foot, sinking the hips down as you lift the heart, And if you came down onto the forearms on the first side, do so again on this side. Treating both sides of your body equally, not favoring one side or the other. Making your way back up to your hands. Let's kick that right foot up this time. And then swing the left arm up and over for a gentle spinal twist and deep hip opener. Slowly release. Heel toe that foot back to the center. Tuck the back toes and come into your down dog. Taking the eye gaze between the hands, come onto the tippy toes and jump forward in between your hands. You're going to come high up onto the toes, lift the heels, and just melt your hips down, curling into a little ball. And then gently sitting down onto the mat and lowering yourself down into a lying position. Tucking the pelvic floor forward, releasing that lower back. Let's draw the knees into the chest, keeping the strain off of the shoulders. Taking a few big circles with the knees to the right. And then switching to the left. And coming back to center, clasping the hands on the right shin. Let's extend the left leg all the way out. Engaging the biceps here, keeping the strain off of the neck and shoulders. We're going to release the left hand into cactus arm and then take the right hand onto the knee and open the hip up, drawing that right knee open to the right side. Inhaling back to center. Lifting the foot up toward the sky, you're going to take the hand on the outer edge of the foot and come into a half happy baby. Making sure that left shoulder and left hip stay grounded down. Place the left foot on the mat and then cross the right ankle over the left knee, coming into a figure 4. Interlacing the hands behind the left thigh, keeping the feet flexed. Draw those legs in toward you. Maybe taking the hands on the left shin if you want a deeper stretch. And taking the right elbow, pushing the right knee away from you. Keeping the legs right where they are, we're going to release our arms and just drop our knees over to the left. The right foot will come down onto the earth. Coming back to center, let's gently unwind and curl into our little ball. And then interlacing the hands on the left shin this time, extending the right leg all the way out. Bringing the right arm out to the side, cactus arm. Let's open up the left knee to the left side. Feeling this in your hip flexor, your inner thigh. Coming back to center. Taking that foot to the sky, hand on the outer edge of the foot. Half happy baby. Drawing the knee in toward the armpit. Keeping the right shoulder and right hip grounded down. And then gently place the right foot on the mat, crossing the left foot over the right knee. Interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh. If you want to take the stretch deeper, taking the hands and interlacing them over the shin. And maybe pushing that left knee away with your left elbow. Keeping the legs where they are, release both arms all the way out to the sides, and then dropping the feet over to the right, so the left foot will come down. And coming back to center, unwind, bring both knees into the chest. Let's take a full happy baby, lifting both feet toward the sky, placing the hands on the outer edges of the feet, and then drawing the knees in toward you. Keeping the spine long. Releasing the hands, taking your peace fingers on the big toes. Let's extend the legs all the way out. And then bringing the bottoms of the feet together, interlacing the hands by the pinky toes. Coming into a modified butterfly pose, pulling the heels in toward your belly button. Gently release both knees into the chest, and then take both feet down onto the mat, tucking the hips forward, and then allowing both knees to fall open to the side in a sleeping butterfly pose. If you want a deeper stretch, placing the hands on the inner thighs, and maybe pressing down gently. Bring the knees back up. Let's heel toe the feet to the outer edges of the mat and melt the knees in toward the center. And then slowly extend both feet out toward the corners of your mat and take your final resting pose.